Hey guys, and welcome to my Neon Ninja class guide. This guide was requested by Hai ImGosu, and this guide is going to be a little more detailed than my Boomerangers guide. I will start off with class overview, followed by stat priority, and finally with the 2 ways you can play. Starting with the skill overview, your passive is called Shining Star, and this will store rings around your character, and when you right click and left click out of stealth, it will throw shurikens based on how many rings you have. It's always best to save a full 3 charge unless you can kill the mob with a lower charge before you're able to store up the 3 charge attack. Your right click is called Shadow Flip. It will cause you to do a backflip and enter stealth, which grants you brief invisibility and allows you to throw your stored shuriken charges. Never go into stealth backwards as the mobs will still hit you. The best way to go into stealth is to jump and quickly do a 180 to stealth behind the monster. Your number 1 is called Stasis Blade, and it lunges you forward 7 blocks and roots any mobs that you pass through. This ability does moderate damage, but costs high energy. Finally, your ultimate is called Final Technique. It gives you a damage increase as well as makes your attacks ranged for 5 seconds. It also increases the duration of your roots on mobs hit by your Stasis Blade. For stat priority, you're going to want these in order: physical damage, attack speed, energy regen, health, and health regen. However, not every item can roll with the same stats, so I'll post a link in the description if you don't know which stats can roll on each item slot. Now for style of play, there are really 2 that I've came up with, one being solo and the other being group. For solo play, you really want to build for attack speed and focus on using your basic attack to charge up your shurikens, as they're the biggest spec damage you have. Your Stasis Blade is really used to close the gap between mobs, charge through bosses that are charging up their attacks to get away, and to root them in place, and to keep ranged mobs up in your face the entire time. Stasis Blade is very energy starving though, which keeps you from using your shurikens, so make sure to not spam through all your energy and having to sit there auto-attacking. In group play, I suggest prioritizing energy regen on your gear in place of attack speed, because in group play, you are the person that keeps the ranged alive. You will be making sure if a boss is charging its attack that you're rooting him down, and if he wanders away from melee, you can keep him in place until he changes targets again to a melee person. Also, if the boss has teleport, you need to close the gap immediately and root him in place so that way your range can get away as soon as possible. Remember, your ultimate prolongs the duration on your root, so if you're in a group, the damage is not as important as keeping your root up for longer amounts, so I just suggest that if you're using your ultimate, you save it for the situations where you're going to need to root the boss for a longer period of time. Of course, if you have a max level group, these suggestions aren't going to play as much as if you were in a group in a lower Uber world, and remember, this is a beginner's guide, so keep that in mind. But that's going to be it for this video. Remember, if you need help with anything and you want me to make a guide about it, leave it in the comments below, and if this video gets 5 likes by my next video, I will post a guide on the top comment. I hope you enjoy the video, and I'll see you guys next time.